Hey friends, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to the people with dreams, visions. You have these big vision and dreams for your life and you just seem to be stuck. You don't know, how do I take it from here and bring it into reality? Well, I'm going to show you a 5-step process where you can turn your dreams and your visions into goals and you can then achieve those goals. So let's go and explore those 5 steps. So what is a goal? Let's start from first understand what's a goal. A goal is a target. It's an outcome. It's a set point that you want to reach. Like in football, the goal is to score a touchdown. In basketball, the goal is to make shots. In soccer, the goal is to kick the ball into the net. They all have a end point. They all have a target. Well, your life should be the same too. You shouldn't just have your goal, your vision, and your dreams and your mind, and they stay there and you die with. No, you want to set goals. You want to turn those visions and those dreams into goals. And that's what a goal is. And so let's now go through the 5 steps. So step 1 is this: conduct a life assessment. And be like, what does have a life assessment have to do with my dreams and visions? Let me show you. Your life is interconnected. Your spiritual life, your relational life, your emotional life, your health, your finances, they're all connected. So whether your dream is or your vision is financially based, it's impacted by other areas of your life. Whether it's relationally based, it's impacted by other areas of your life. So before you go on this journey of taking your vision and your dreams from here and bringing them into reality, you need to understand the state of affairs of your life. What's going on spiritually with you spiritually? Where are you relationally? Where are you financially? Because as we go on this journey, you're going to realize that those areas are going to impact your progress. And when you do your assessment, where you have wounds from people doing things to you they shouldn't have done, wounds from people not doing things that they should have done for you, watches, cycles, reoccurring stuff that keep just derailing you, those things are going to impact your success with your goals. So you need to do a understanding of the state of affairs of your life. What are the things that keep tripping you up? What are the things that keep derailing you? What are the things that keep taking you off course? Is it imposter syndrome? Is it hypersensitivity? Is it fear? Because those things are going to impact your success with achieving your goal. So step 1 is conduct a life assessment. Understand the state of affairs of your life, all the areas of your life, relational, your health, your finances, your personal development, your work, your business, all of the areas of your life. Understand your wounds. Not only understanding how they impact you, but also understanding how they can stop you. Also understanding goals that you need to create for those areas. Because it's not only goals, it's not only your dreams and your visions that should fuel your goals, but also other areas of your life should also fuel goals into your life. If I'm struggling with imposter syndrome, that should become a goal to address that. I'm struggling with fear, that should become a goal to address that. Goals, life assessment. That's step 1. Step 2 is after I would have done, and I would advise you before you leave step 1, take a moment, a quiet place, quiet time and do that. That's a very intense and interesting exercise to do an assessment of your life. And you may want to utilize some friend, close, who are supportive, who can help you with that process. Maybe a coach, maybe a mentor, maybe an advisor, a counselor can help you to do that life assessment. So that is the first step. Next step is now that when you've done this life assessment, you want to now do or create strategic SMART goals. And what do we mean by strategic SMART goal pieces? So SMART. So SMART is an acronym, very well-known acronym. It means specific, measurable, actionable or achievable, some people say, realistic, and bound. Okay? I want to be very specific. So I have this big dream, vision to write a book, to write several books. I want to create a SMART goal. So I have my book title. So I created a SMART goal related to publishing my book. I want to publish my book by X date. SMART. So specific, I want to publish a book. Measurable, a book. Measurable just means you can quantify it. You're able to measure it. Okay? It's your scoreboard. Like in sports, in basketball and football. They have a scoreboard. They know who's winning. They know who's losing. They know how much rebounds. They know all the stats. They know where they need to make adjustments. They know where they need to tweak. They know where they need to fix. They know where they need to patch up. scoreboard. So you should be able to measure your progress of your goals. So it should be measurable. Actionable. Need to create an action step. And that's the third step we walk through. So realistic. Your goal should be realistic. I always smile at this because realistic does not mean delusional. Goal should not be delusional. I cannot get drafted in the NFL. I cannot get drafted in the NBA. It will not happen. It's delusional. Won't happen. And so why would I make a goal of something that's delusional? That's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. So, and sometimes we need someone close to us to help us to see that. Some goals that we have are delusional. Stop wasting your time. And I'm not talking about God goals. I'm not talking about God ideas, because God ideas require God. The ideas that God is going to give you to achieve will require God. And He may require you to put together a team to build that. That's not delusional. That requires God. Okay? That's a difference. Okay? So your goal should be realistic. It should stretch you. It shouldn't be easy. It should stretch you. But it shouldn't be delusional. No. It's a difference. And your goal should have a target date. It should be time bound. A target date. I want to set up an emergency fund of $1,000 by Q4 of this year. See, specific. Emergency fund 1,000. That's measurable. Q4 as my target date. So that is specific. That is my specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, time-bound goal. My SMART goal. Married to the SMART goal should be strategy. It cannot just be smart. It has to be strategic as well. To make your goal strategic, there's some principles you need to follow. Okay. 1, less is better. You have a limited focus. You have limited time. So you have to be very strategic with how you use your time, how you use your focus, how you use your energy. You cannot set a bunch of goals and stretch yourself thin here, there, everywhere, and then expect to be successful. It will not happen. It will not happen. So you want to practice this. Less is better, because less means focus, attention on achieving those goals. You need to have a why. Why do I want to achieve this? Why is this dream so important? Why is this vision so important? Because that why is going to be the thing that's going to drive you. That why is going to be the thing that motivates you. That why is going to be the thing that when you get derailed, when you get thrown off course, when you get discouraged, when you get disappointed, when you're struggling, when you get stuck, it's that why that's going to be the thing that gets you back on track, that drive you back on track. Have a why. So less is better. Have a why. Reward. Establish that when I achieve this goal, I'm going to reward myself with X, Y, or Z. Whatever it is. Make sure something good. Reward myself with some ice cream. I'm going to reward myself with some cookies. I'm going to reward. And for some people, ice cream and cookies may not be good. So find something good. Find something motivating that you're going to use, or that you're going to do, or you're going to buy, that will reward you after you've completed your goal. Have a social circle, whether it's coaches, whether it's mentors, whether it's advisors, whether it's friends, whether it's family, of people that you can share your goal with, who can be your accountability partner, who can help you to stay on track, who can remind you of your why, who can remind you of your rewards, who can tell you, keep going, girl, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Keep going, man, keep going. So have your social network, your social circle. Utilize the tool of habit. And we're going to cover habit in another video. Have an action plan. And we can have the action plan, learn about an action plan in the next step. So create SMART goals, but also make those SMART goals strategic. They go together. That's step 2. Step 3 is now we create an action step. And an action step, listen to this, it sounds very simplistic, but it's basically this. It's a step of actions. It's a plan, or it's a plan of actions. It's where you take your SMART goal and you break it up into action steps or milestones. Let me give you an example. So I wanna do a road trip from Florida, and this is in the United States, from Florida to Virginia. To go from Florida to Virginia, I want to drive through these states. Georgia, and I want to reach Georgia by X date. I want to drive to South Carolina by X date. I want to drive to North Carolina by X date, and then I want to reach Virginia. Each of those are what you call action steps or milestones. Each of them And when I complete each of them, I'm getting closer and closer to my target or my goal. And each of your action steps should have a date or a timeline when you want to achieve them, because remember, you have an overall timeline, and your timeline for your action steps should align with your overall timeline. So an action plan, that's your third step. The fourth step in this process is you must determine or decide in your mind that I'm going to live intentional. I want to achieve my vision. I want to achieve the dreams I have for my life. I want to level up my life. I want to improve. And so because I want to do those things through the avenue of goals, through the avenue of habits, I need to now become intentional, discipline, focus. So I now need to take my action steps, and action plan that I created in step 3, which consists of my action steps. And I now need to use the skills, the tools, and the mindsets, the tools, the skills, and the mindsets of productivity to now achieve or execute or complete my action steps on a daily, on a weekly, on a quarterly basis. So the calendar now becomes your friend. I want to plan ahead, plan my day ahead, plan my week ahead, plan my quarter ahead. And I want to put on the calendar time blocks when I'm going to complete the action steps. So on a daily basis, decide how many of your action steps you want to complete. Map it all out. So over a quarter, there's a book called The 12-Week Year by Moran. There's a book called The 12-Week Year, and it talks about mapping out goals over a 12-week or quarter period. And so over this 12-week period, I want to map out when I want to complete my action steps. So I schedule them in my calendar, time blocks when I'm going to complete my action steps. I'm writing a book, time blocks when I'm going to be writing, time blocks when I'm going to be completing action steps towards publishing my book. I'm going to implement a practice of deep work. And that's where you do, and that's another book, that's where you do intense focus, attention on a particular task, blocks of time where you do deep work. I'm going to plan ahead. Okay. So that's living intentionally. And then the fifth and final step is this: reset. I just love that word, reset. Begin again, start over, adjust. And so the reset is basically a review. Remember in step 4, you're doing very little review, and you're really tracking, you're really scheduling, you're planning. But in step 5, you're doing a full review. You're reviewing on a daily, a weekly, and a quarterly basis. On a daily basis, you're reviewing those 3 to 5 action steps that I target or schedule to that day. Did I do that? If I didn't, then reschedule. On a weekly basis, I'm reviewing my wins and losses. What did I achieve in terms of my goals and in terms of my action steps? And on a daily and a weekly basis, you're focused on your action steps, my wins, my losses. And then you want to also integrate that with prayer, asking God's wisdom as you plan, as you review your action steps, gratitude, your morning routines. And then you also, as part of your reset, you want to do a quarterly review. And quarterly review is a little more in depth. This is now where you focus on looking now at the big picture, looking at the actual goal and seeing your progress towards that goal. Remember, in the daily and the weekly, you're focused on the action steps. But in the quarterly review, you're focused on the goal itself. And you're understanding my wins and losses are related to the goal. And whether, was that really the right goal I set? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I need to reschedule. Maybe I need to reschedule it another time of the year. Maybe it wasn't the right goal. Maybe I need to not do it. Maybe I need to create a new goal. Okay. So that's all part of what adjustments do I need to make in reference to my goals? Maybe my dream. The problem was the dream wasn't really a valid dream. So it's on a large scale level, looking at the goal itself and whether you need to make, what adjustments you need to make, what tweaks you need to make in relation to your goal. And so those are 5 steps. Step 1, do a life assessment. Step 2, smart strategic goals. Step 3, action plan. Step 4, be intentional. And step 5, reset on a daily, weekly, quarterly basis. Those are your 5 steps to help you to turn your dreams and your visions into goals, and hence bring your dreams and visions into reality. So thank you so much for being a part of this video. And I want to leave you with this challenge. I want to challenge you to take some time, take a day, determine which day that you're going to do this. Take a day, mark it on your calendar, and do these 5 steps. Take those dreams and those visions that have been stuck for years and years and years. Time to get unstuck. Time to work on them. Take a day and walk through these 5 steps for your dreams and visions. Then take another day and do it for the other areas of your life too. Take a day, take your dreams and visions, and then walk through these 5 steps and see the difference it's going to make in your life. See how it's going to level you up. See what fulfillment is going to come when you would have taken those dreams and visions and turned them into goals, and you execute or you complete on those goals. I'm happy. I'm so excited for you. So excited for you to go through that process. So thank you. So if you like this video, please share it with somebody. If this video has helped you in any way, please share it with someone. And also, please subscribe. And also, if you like this video, please share it with somebody. And we also have on this channel other topics, other videos that you could also share and you could also watch. Please do so. And before you leave, subscribe. Press the subscribe button and on the notification bell so that you can be notified of when we publish fresh content just for you, to help you to get unstuck, to help you to level up. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.